That's all right.
Dreadlords just have horns. They don't have a helmet that has the horns on them.
You're not a Dreadlord.
I know, but I'd like to be.
3, 2, 1.
Well, and with that, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back to another episode of Server Restart In. It is a weekly World of Warcraft podcast hosted by 3 opinionated players who like to get together to discuss their thoughts about the current state of the game. My name is Jim. I am joined by Kristen.
Hello.
And Brian.
Hi.
And today, I don't know. It's March. There's new trading post stuff.
Oh.
The mount is the Majestic Azure Peafowl mount.
Oh.
So it is basically a
Hold
peacock.
Hold on, let me load this up so I can complain about it.
Yeah, I know. I just logged in, so I can.
I mean, it's only 750.
It doesn't look terrible, I don't guess.
I mean, it's just a big blue bird with
just a big blue
armor
bird.
and a peacock tail.
Peacock chicken.
Can I click on it and get it?
Is it like something about the?
Oh, no, that's a companion.
You have to
Sorry.
buy it. It's from the seller. It's not from the weekly thing.
But
Actually,
there's nothing in game like that, is there at all?
Not
not
well, there's that. I mean, it's got the same model probably as some of like
Does it fly?
the ravens. Well, I mean, as a bird, I hope it flies. Yes, it's a flying mount. Sorry.
It doesn't fly.
I mean, isn't a
It
chicken
has-
a
it has
bird?
dragon flying.
I mean, do we have any
It
chicken
is-
mounts that we can fly? That we can ride?
There's a chicken mount.
that
Does
can't
it fly?
No,
It should.
and that's why I was asking.
Is this? But this isn't a chicken. We had this discussion
I know.
the other day, didn't we?
I know. Yes, we did at
About
dinner.
how peacocks can fly.
Yes,
Yeah,
but they can only fly a little bit. They don't.
they can fly more than
They're
chickens.
also assholes
Well,
too.
sure, anything can fly
and
more
they
than chickens.
and they scream. I hope they put like
Okay.
the real like sound of the bird in game
All right.
because it sounds like a woman just getting murdered
Oh, that
when they
Yeah.
scream at night.
wonderful. Let's see.
So, and they got the alabaster ones, the Storm Talon and Thunderwing, like we talked about.
Oh.
Those are back.
So I'll get it right now, and I'll tell you. We can see how it sounds.
Oh,
Okay.
Ah!
Let's purchase
well, it means
it.
you're gonna have to turn your speakers on, which
Yeah,
they
hold
already
on,
are.
Hold on, they are not already.
They're on. I can see the light.
Yeah, they're on, but it's turned all the way down. Okay, so I bought the peacock. Let's see what this thing looks like.
It didn't look too bad.
No, it was. I mean, it's the same model, obviously, as like the Blood Elf. It's just they added a tail on it.
As the what?
The Blood Elf mount, the Hawkstrider,
No.
kind of, yeah.
No way. It's way too big. It's more like the There's the, like
All
the
right,
Azure.
ready?
Yep.
I don't know. Let me
Mount
see.
slash
I'll-
mount special. It may not even make
It cranked
noise.
up. It does not. Oh,
Oh, it just went. "Wah."
yeah. That was it. It was not anything.
Very disappointing.
It sounded
mean,
like the cat
but
from my side.
But
Well,
it's
that's because Battle
Oh,
Cat
that was
was.
the cat.
oh, Battle Cat is here.
Battle Cat's fine. He just wanted it up on my lap. Or he just wanted it up. He's fine.
I mean, it's okay. I don't know that it was
Does
worth
it fly?
750. It does fly. I don't know that it was worth
Does
750.
it dragon ride? Not yet.
I don't know.
Well, if you don't have
Does
the
it peacock ride? Peacock ride? Yeah.
Would it change the?
Yeah, you'd get the action bar stuff for it.
Oh yeah, no.
So not yet.
Um,
Yeah. So
do you get the action bar stuff in this area?
yes, dragon riding is game wide now.
I just don't usually do it because I'm a druid, so I usually just use flight forms. So
Yes, dragon riding is.
Wait, is it enabled in Silvermoon as well?
There is no
Not-
flying in
Flying
Silver Moon. Not yet.
There's still
Not-
no.
Silver Moon and Azure Mist Isles. Is that the other one?
Yeah.
where the Draenei are
Yes.
from. Yeah, those 2 zones still don't have flying. But
That's hilarious.
they're probably going to when we go back there, either with the War Within or whatever the one is where we go back there, whichever one of the next 3 expansions we go back there, they will probably add that in because they're redoing that because we're going back to Northrend, we're going back to the Scar at Kel'Thalas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they have a toy for 200 trader things that allows you to safely float down the next time you fall.
Is that the parasol?
Yeah, for 15 minutes, allowing you to safely float down the next time you fall. I don't know if it's a on-use thing.
You probably use it and it gives you a buff if it says for the next 15 minutes. So.
Yeah. Pull out a fancy jade parasol for the next 15 minutes. But what I'm saying is, does it consume it once you fall? Like, I'm kind of curious. I'm going to try it. I'll get it and try it. I'll do it for science.
Yeah, for
Oh,
science.
like it's not a toy? Is it?
It is a toy. But it's on the toy's on a 5-minute cooldown.
But it gives you a 15-minute buff.
And the thing lasts for 15 minutes. Oh my god. All right, so let me get it. Delicate jade parasol.
I mean, at least it only has a 5-minute cooldown.
I mean, it's better, I guess, than normal. But all right, we're gonna A to it.
I did see that they added the what was it, Kel Sarar or something like that. The
Okay, so I have
remember the hilt that dropped in Lich King.
Oh, the one they
that
still
you
don't
can get an
have.
epic sword with. Oh, you never got it.
No.
Ah,
I
yeah, okay.
is that the
Dude, I got so lucky in Lich King and it dropped for me. Oh, I felt so proud.
All right, so
Which one is it?
Boom.
I think it's just
Okay.
the Skyborn blades?
Buff
what
is
it is,
still
I already
on
lost
me.
it.
Here we go. We're gonna go fall again.
Well, you don't have to go over water. You're a druid.
I understand.
Wait, can you control
Yeah.
the direction you're traveling?
You can control the direction you're traveling.
How long do you get a buff for while
yeah,
you're
you
floating?
get a buff for when you're flying.
No, for when you're floating.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Can that
yeah.
run out?
Yes.
Before you hit the ground?
Yes. So
Okay.
you don't get to choose when you deploy it. So you got to use it when you're pretty close to the ground, right?
I hope you're close to the ground.
Because you get a 15-second slow fall, essentially. And then you can, if you're moving, okay.
They added shoulder capes.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, like it clasps here and goes over your shoulder, kind of
Okay,
thing.
yeah, look at that.
That's an
What was it
interesting.
called?
There's like the Dueler's Aquatic
Cape?
shoulder cape or the Regal War Cloak.
Oh,
Apparently, it comes
That's
with
pretty
2
cool.
shoulder pieces, so I don't know if it gets one or the other. Because they got the
Okay, that was a pretty solid purchase. All right.
yeah, they got some masquerade shit. There's some like armor stuff that looks pretty good. Overall, I think it's a pretty good. The bonus reward is Teal, that little mouse thing that looks like he's from fucking the Winter Queen's realm.
Green.
I still can't say
Winter
that.
Cream.
Yeah, so I mean, looks like it's a pretty solid month.
Oh, it's not
They
too
like
bad actually.
teal.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of springy. You
Oh,
know,
I see what you're saying. The cloaks that is not great.
what are you talking about?
The over the shoulder cloak thing,
Yeah,
it's just 2 halves on each shoulder. It doesn't even
but you can choose to put one on and have an empty shoulder on the other one because you can do individual shoulder transmogs.
yeah, but it's still not great. It's not
Oh,
great.
I liked it. Can you put it on your torrent and share a picture, Jim? What does it
Oh,
look like
there
that?
you
I'm
go.
not in game. I can't do that right now.
Oh, come on, Jim.
No, I have too much stuff going on.
Do you? Like what?
Podcast. I don't know. Currently there is until March 26th, Prime Gaming thing for what is it? The Tabard of Frost. So get that
what?
Tabard of
I
Frost.
didn't hear the first part of what you said.
Twitch Prime reward thing. So
How did you? I know I got it, and I got the fire one too, but I don't remember how we got them.
no, you might have a different one.
No,
Tabard of
they
the
were
Frost
old-
Lord.
Oh.
Is there one from like the winter, where you go into?
Are you thinking of the helm?
Well, there was the fire helms
No.
and stuff like that, but there was a fire one I thought from
It's
where you had to go light the
TCG, okay.
campfires and put the campfires out, whatever that holiday was. There was that holiday. Then I thought there was a
the
Tabard of the
Midwest
Frost
or
Lord.
Midsummer.
Yeah, there was a
Midsummer
Midsummer's
Fire
one.
Festival.
Then there was the Tabard of the Frost Lord, I thought, from when you fought Ahun, the big snowball guy, like as the dungeon. I thought there was one from there.
Yeah.
But I think this is different. So I don't know. I don't know
Let's
if this
check
is...
the old tabards and see.
Yeah. So I didn't have it. I'm pretty sure I have those other tabards because I collected a shit
Yeah, well, it
ton of
says
fucking
it's
tabards.
from TCG stuff, so
Oh.
I don't know that I ever redeemed anything from the TCG. So probably not.
I didn't know that
And
it
that's
was
okay.
a TCG reward. But yeah, so
Yeah, you're right. It's the Summer Skies and Summer Flames. That's the Midsummer tabards.
there's a store purchase right now for the Dreadlord's Regalia. You can get Dreadlord armor.
in the store.
Yeah, the store for like $20. But it's got two colorations of it. So like the purple one or like the blue one. So I mean that's there. It's got the little demon wings on the back.
Ew. It looks gross.
Well, they didn't. I think it depends on what character it's on. Certain characters obviously don't look that good in it. Just like
I bet a panda would look great in it.
I'm the Dread Panda Roberts.
Fear my belly. Oh man.
So there's that. The Harbinger of Dawn mount, the one that's like the white or yellow tiger. That's the goes with the warden stuff. That's on the shop now. That was one of those trading post things. So, but yeah, only other thing I could see that was really kind of interesting was that the 2024 rollover and new content stuff for the community council is happening, which I don't know. I don't ever hear anything about the community council anymore.
I mean, because it's with everything else that they do
Because they didn't
for
vote you on it. That's the
lip
problem.
service.
Oh, I
or
didn't know.
face whatever.
It's a thing, and like I don't even know like what any of the content. I don't go looking for it, but like there's like never any like things that come out
It's not
about it.
transparent enough.
No, because
right?
it was just done for.
Well, I think there are open forums that you can go read and see what they're talking about, what the discussion is, but like there's never any like roll up or anything like that about what's been going on,
Oh.
you know, and it's like it'd be nice if they
Yeah.
had something like that. I mean I'm just being lazy, you know, and not going and looking at it, but I don't know. I haven't really been doing much in game. We did a few more dungeons. I think we got another portal. I don't remember which one we did that we got a portal for.
Hold on, I can tell you.
Yeah, like, but yeah,
I like that you can put them on like Opie, and then
yeah,
um,
yeah.
Well, do we want to address the fact that it's March 2nd and the pirate patch still isn't here? We should complain about it every day until.
why is it not
it
showing
happens.
up?
Why is what not showing up?
It on my Opie keyring.
Did you add it?
Yes.
Did you save it or did you escape out of the config?
I mean,
You,
it came up before, so I'm pretty sure I saved it. That's weird.
I don't know. No, yeah, no. I think they said late March. So,
Aw, Jim.
I mean, we're 2 days late into March, I guess.
2 days. Oh, it's too long.
Yeah.
We're too far away.
Path of Heart's Bane, that was Waycrest.
No, we did. Yeah.
Path of Golden Tomb, that was a Taldazar. Oh, Everbloom.
Was it Everbloom?
Yeah,
All right.
it was Everbloom.
I've been doing some older raids, trying to get some of the mounts. I still haven't got the Ashes of Alar.
Oh, really?
What?
Dang.
Really?
I didn't do it a lot,
Oh.
and I kind of started doing it again. I still haven't gotten that. I've been doing that one. And I still haven't got the one from Adam and the Huntsman from Old Karazhan.
Yeah.
I've been doing that.
Too.
Doing the ones in Draenor, Hellfire Citadel, and Blackrock Foundry.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen those. Which those are annoying.
Do you use an add-on to track all that? Like what you're missing?
So I kind of found a couple of different add-ons. I got like a mount collection add-on that kind of do you remember? It's almost like that Armory website where you could go and you could track all your achievements and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it kind of give you like the bars. This is kind of like an in-game version of that for
Okay.
mounts and stuff like that. And I found there's a enhanced mount journal or mount journal enhanced or something like that add-on that I got, and it kind of gives you some more information about the mounts, like where they're from and whatnot and stuff like that in your mount journal. But it had the added benefit of allowing me to link mounts again on my main character.
Oh, nice. That never got fixed?
No, of course it didn't. I had
That's
to
funny.
file a bug report on the forums, and that's not going to lead to anything.
Did you try deleting your character and recreating it?
Oh my god, that's my main character. Get fucked. Did you just
Oh,
try,
man.
Tried
did you just
deleting
try
your
erasing
character.
your entire WoW life?
Oh, man.
No, I did not do that because that would suck.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Whatever, I can do it again. It's not like I'm going around. It's not like it's a main part of my life. Lincoln mounts.
It's still annoying, though, right?
Yeah,
like, that's
but-
crazy.
I mean, it works now because of the add-on. If I turn the add-on off, it stops working again. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I could complete, and it's between different installs too. So it's not even this install. It happens on other computers. So, I mean, it's a character thing.
That's wild.
It is wild, and it's just like just go file the form.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
It's funny. It kind of makes you question like what actually happens behind the scenes whenever a link is created in the game, right? Like, that's cool. That's
Yeah, I don't know.
interesting. Not so much.
Some
cool, but
people get
interesting.
big blocks of text. Some people get a broken link, and it's just like
What did I get?
I don't remember. Try it. You're on that character.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can link everything else, but
How do I link things again?
shift click, open the chat window, hit enter, and then hit shift click.
What was it? The peahen?
I don't think it matters on the mount.
Shift click?
So, are you guys still? Are you still rating, or is it?
Yeah. We started doing heroic. We got the second boss down. Finally, that one's kind of a pain in the dick.
I just get
Mhm.
gibberish and it doesn't link anything at all.
Yeah, so you get that one,
I get that one.
that version of it. Yeah, and then we went to the snake boss, and we were doing all right. What? We
Doing all right.
I mean,
Doing all right.
there was some.
We got demolished.
No, we were doing all right.
We got demolished. It's the easiest boss, and we got demolished. It was
It
sad.
technically is the easiest boss.
It was sad.
Yeah, but I mean,
We got demolished.
I don't know, man. Like the mechanics of it, like
the mechanics are easy.
It's well, if you're just
timing of it's not though.
If you're slightly off on your tank mechanics, then your tanks just get destroyed. Yeah. So I mean,
that was what was happening.
And it's just, it is what it is. Just gotta get used to doing it.
Yep.
And it'll be fine. We're gonna keep doing that.
It'll be fine.
I still haven't gotten the
We're gonna
legendary.
spend 3 hours wiping on it on Sunday.
I mean,
fine.
It'll be fine. Everything's fine. I'm not worried about it. No. We'll do it for whatever, and then the last hour we'll just blow through and
hope we have enough in guild repairs to pay for people's repairs.
I just won't turn it on.
Well, good luck with that.
No, I'll turn it on.
You will be reminded.
Yeah.
That is a thing that happens. That is why I'm glad that I'm not responsible for guild repairs anymore.
The self-found mode in hardcore went live a couple days ago.
The what?
Self is it self-made, self-found, whatever the hell it's called?
It sounds weird. What is it?
I mean, both make sense though.
It's the one where when you create a character, you turn this feature on, and you cannot buy anything from the auction house. You can't send or receive mail from other characters. You can't trade with other characters. So it's essentially a hard code mode. Hardcore mode, not hard code. Hardcore mode where you are.
You still die though?
Yes, you can still die.
So it's
solo. It's solo hardcore mode essentially.
Yeah.
Which means you can't do dungeons. Well, I mean, I guess you can do dungeons. You just can't trade.
You just can't
trade
do
gear.
dungeons.
Yeah. But I mean, you could still get gear from those dungeons.
Yes, if you happen to get the gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's interesting. Oh,
you
okay.
can't
Yeah,
have people,
no, you're right. You're right.
You can't have people pass, right?
Well, they probably could pass if you win the roll.
What I'm saying is, you probably shouldn't. It would violate the spirit of the thing if you were to go in with a group of friends and be like, okay, everybody pass on this gear so I can get this gear. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a good point. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure people will do that because, you know.
Yeah, but I mean,
they want the prestige of being able to.
It also has to be a piece of gear you can even use.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you go in with one of each, type, right? And you're like, okay, everybody pass on whatever,
Yeah, I don't know.
So that way you can have it, and I don't know.
They keep.
Well, the cooler part of Classic is that they are bumping XP.
Yeah, they added some new buffs to Classic, to that Season of Discovery. I saw that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what they were.
Next week. I think they're doing it next week.
What did they do to it?
Just buffs, like the XP and some other stuff, probably.
It was like a 50% buff to, I forget what level, to do like a catch up from season 1 to season 2, folks. And then they're doing 100% instead from 1 to 39, and then you just have to grind out to your 40.
Huh?
That's not bad.
No, that's great. Actually, I'm going to start playing again because
You didn't like
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I had time.
Yeah, I wish I had time. I haven't played a lot at all.
I haven't played
between
at all.
work and working on that project at the house and stuff like that. Yeah. Between homework and work. Yeah.
Homework and work.
It's been busy.
Familiar.
Yep.
Homework and work.
My homework's a little bit different than your homework.
I don't really have homework. It's mainly just studying for exams. But
yeah. Well, there hasn't really been anything really like super not engaging, but just super like enticing.
When does the new
we don't know when the pirate stuff happens. It's sometime this month.
I don't care about the pirate stuff. When does the new season start?
Probably next month sometime.
You don't care about the pirate stuff?
No,
She's anti-pirate.
No, I'm not. I just don't have enough time to care about the pirate stuff. Like,
yeah,
I don't have enough, you
Well,
know.
shiver me timbers.
Well, I guess maybe not so much like time for it when it comes available, but more so like I'm stoked to find out what it actually
yeah,
is.
it'll be nice to see what they have hidden and if it's worth even just the hype of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
In worst case, it gives us something to bitch about, right?
yeah.
On here.
I mean, not that we need any help to bitch about things.
That's true.
All we have to do is just
Oh,
ask
yeah.
Kristen.
Just ask me.
Oh.
I
She'll-
will bitch about it. I can find something to bitch about in WoW. Like easy peasy. Like
All right, what you got? Let's put this to the test.
okay. I have to think about what I've been doing in WoW that makes me annoyed. I know I've been bitching about stuff. I feel like I don't want to pull out any tried and true stuff that I've used before.
Yeah.
So it's
Let's do something different.
kind of like new bitchy stuff.
Because if it's just the same old stuff that annoys you that hasn't changed, then I guess that means that they've kind of been maintaining the status quo. That's not a
Yes.
bad thing. That's kind of a good thing,
I mean-
right? If they haven't done
sure.
anything.
Okay, I probably, maybe I did bitch about this before, but professions and how fucking stupidly, needlessly convoluted they are.
Oh yeah, you
right
definitely
now.
bitched about that before.
Have I bitched about that?
Yeah.
I bitched about how
And that hasn't
annoying they
changed.
are to level, but I don't
Yeah.
know how, if I've bitched about specifically how annoyingly convoluted it is to try to find the fucking materials for the fucking things that you want to. Oh my God, listen to me. I'm annoyed. I tried to, what did I try to make the other day?
I don't know.
A ring. I tried to make a ring, and it's like I had to have the person who was making me the ring, who happened to be somebody in our guild and was in Discord with us, so that was very helpful. They had to tell me exactly where to find the thing. Like I had to go buy specific crests for specific. It was super annoying. You have to go buy to be able to do the enchanted worm crests or whatever, the enchanted aspect things.
yeah.
To make my ring even just to make it a 476. No, it was a 486 ring, right? It was a 486
I mean, you can
finger.
go to
Yeah,
where
it was a
you
486 ring.
you can go to the marketplace to where you put in the order and pull it up. And
But I
look and see-
didn't know where to get the stuff, and that was needlessly complicated. You don't need to do that that's very frustrating, very complicated. It was really annoying. Like I was
See,
ready to
and that-
throw in the towel. If it hadn't, honestly, it was because it benefited our Mythic Plus team, and the person who was doing it wanted me to have it because it benefited our Mythic Plus team. So, how much,
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't have done it. I would have been like, this is too fucking annoying. It was I was super annoyed. Like at the end of it, I was like, okay, great.
Well, it didn't help.
I got it done.
It didn't help
but it
that
was stupidly annoying.
it didn't help that there was confusion between the different season things too.
Yes.
Like there was.
Again, that's stupid.
Well, that's also the other person not being explicit about what you needed and just assuming that you were talking about the same thing.
But
too.
you shouldn't have to be that explicit to, you know what I mean? Like they made it needlessly complicated. And I think that's stupid.
Well, hopefully they'll fix it.
Yeah, they're not going to fix it. They probably like it the way that it is. And
I
I
don't
hate
know.
professions the way that they are. They're stupid. Okay. There we go. There. I feel a little better now. It's hard to think of things right off the top of my head, especially when I haven't been playing.
I mean,
Because when you haven't
said
been, I know, and I did find something that was, similar but a little bit different. But it is hard.
Same, but different.
Same, but different.
Same, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, because it's a different facet of
sure.
the same, But
Yeah.
again, I haven't really been playing because I've been studying, so it's,
Yeah,
not a lot of interaction with doing stuff. I literally log on, I literally raid and Mythic Plus, and then I'm done for the night. So like
Yeah.
Sunday and Monday are the 2 nights I play WoW.
It's in that period, and unfortunately, there's just not enough. They did. I don't know if it's
Well, it's
live-
not even a WoW thing. It's not because there's nothing going on in WoW. It's because there's too much going on in my real life. I wouldn't be playing more if there was stuff going on because I still don't have enough time to play more.
Well, I'm talking about myself.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that. It's just in
Well,
general.
we have house stuff that we're doing. So
It doesn't matter. In general, there's not much to do besides if the weekly quest gives you a heroic item or whatever. The cap.
It'd be nice if it gave you a mythic item.
The cap for crests has been removed.
Oh, that's
so you can farm crests now, like the whatever for upgrading gear.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
What was the
They had like caps, and as the season went on, the caps slowly got raised and stuff like that for like flight stones and
I will say,
okay.
I never really hit the cap each week or whatever, so I guess it wasn't as
we didn't do
much
it
of a
as
pain in the butt
well
as I
we
thought
were
it was
on
gonna
a
be.
slower upgrade
Trajectory.
scale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We weren't like shoot up as high as you can get with as much stuff and like maximize it. We just kind of
we're the tortoise and the hare, right? Slow and steady wins.
Yeah, because we all got there at the end anyway. There was no need to worry about. I mean, it was fine for what we did, you know, and
we hit 2,500, so that was nice.
and stuff. So I mean, it's
We're
just
not
like
the best, but
the only thing it does now is it like you can farm stuff, and we have when you get to certain item levels, you can then start like upgrading crests. Obviously, there's not as many. You have to farm a lot of the lower ones to get the higher ones, kind of thing. But it's just like we probably could do dungeons and stuff like that to farm them, but it's just like
I don't have time.
I know you don't have time, but I'm just saying it's just like I don't know.
It'd be nice to do that, but I don't have time.
Yeah.
Do you get them? Which dungeons do you get them in? Do you get them in normal too? Like, can you do them in the follower stuff?
No.
You might get whelpling.
Yeah.
In like the lower dungeons, but that might have to be heroic. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I've never done it.
Lower, I don't remember where they drop from, stuff like that. But you can get some from like, I think World Quest. Oh my god, World Quest 2. I can't talk
Jim
today.
apparently has a problem with the QU stuff. Queens.
Yeah.
Quests.
Winter
Creams.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Winter and
I say words
crest.
just fine. Whatever do you mean? Yeah, my diction is off lately.
Nah, you're fine. Winter cream.
God damn it. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the new content. I think it'll be nice to have something neat.
When's the new content come out again?
Sometime this month.
Oh, okay. I hope it comes
out.
out.
No, I mean, I hope it
after.
I hope it's real content.
My upper extremity exam. That would be nice.
Yeah, I hope that it's not just like I don't know. It's gonna maybe they're bringing back islands, but you do pirates.
Yeah, I would be okay with.
It's gonna be a tie-in with the quadruple A game Skull and Bones, but with your WoW characters.
What is that game?
It's a fucking pirate game that's like trash.
Oh.
Like Ubisoft.
Is it bad?
Was it? Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Oh.
It's even worse. It's like
worse than the pirate game Sea of Thieves.
Oh yeah, Sea of Thieves is a good game. It's a way better pirate game than this game is. This game kind of like it's kind of like they took the pirate mechanics from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the pirate ship mechanics from that.
Yeah.
Put it in its own game, but ruined it.
Oh. Well, I mean,
from everything I've heard.
Ubisoft anyway. Right?
Yeah. They took their own mechanic from their own fucking game, put it in a different game, and made it just not good. It just it doesn't seem like I've heard nothing but bad things about it, and it's definitely a lot of people like it ain't worth the $70. I don't know how the hell they're going to call it a quadruple A game. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah,
that's
I read
not.
that.
It's like
I quite honestly, Ubisoft is one of those developers where I'm like, no, thanks.
yeah, those studios. Well, it's like they're like everybody. You're never gonna own games anymore. It's all
Yeah.
gonna be streaming. And
Yeah.
she's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, people need to get used. No thanks.
People need to get used to not owning games.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you need to get used to not making any money because
Yeah,
nobody's
I was
buying
gonna
your shit.
say because nobody's gonna buy
Well,
your shit,
especially since there's such a huge like indie thing for video
man.
games.
Yeah,
Like
I
if there wasn't that, maybe I would slightly agree, but
really think that maybe indie games are gonna make there's such a big push for them now, and there are so many good quality indie games that are
Yeah.
out there that I feel like sure there's always gonna be a market for people with the AAA games because people are cheap, right? And they buy, somebody's playing it on Twitch and then you go and buy it,
Well, I mean,
so there's always going to be that, but maybe I should say I hope that indie games are going to close that gap. And you know what I mean?
the problem
Because people maybe are being more
with the way,
conscientious about what they're buying because
yes,
things cost so much now and people have so little money that making smart choices about what you buy and buying a game that you can actually own and have for years and years and years versus a game that you're just waiting for them to shut down the servers on is going to be a better choice.
you buy the game, you pay for the small subscription pass, and then they shut it down.
Yeah.
the thing of it is that like the way indie games are, right, is like people are gonna buy the bigger games because they want a bigger, more polished game. Indie games can't necessarily create as large of a game as a bigger studio, right? So, I mean, obviously you're going to have degrees
Sure.
of indie games. You're going to have
Sure.
like the single person games like Vampire Survivor, right? Which is just like the 2D side scrolling shit. It's like one guy. Or like, I think Phasmophobia was one person for a while and stuff like that. Or even like, what's the other one? Lethal Company. You know what I mean? So you're going to have those
Yes.
and great. Sure. Like you don't need a lot of content because the gameplay is fun and stuff like that.
Go figure. You know what I mean?
Well,
like that's
yes,
the thing.
but
if people enjoy playing your game,
if there's
they're going to play it more.
If there's not, yes, for a time, because you can only do the same thing over and over again for so long. But
Yeah, but what
Without
you're saying though
change.
is like arguably they get their value.
Yeah.
yes, you
They get more value
yes.
out of what they pay for at that level, though.
but
Yes.
you're that's like, and then you're gonna have like a small indie company that's got a small team. Obviously, their games are gonna be a little bit more expansive, maybe a little bit, maybe better polished, maybe better mechanics. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have degrees of that, but you're never gonna lose like the big companies, because it does take money to
Yeah.
make something like that.
I'm
And
not-
so
I'm
I know.
I'm not saying that, because like I said, people are always going to buy those games because
Right.
they're marketing. They have more money for marketing. They have more money for, but I hope it is my hope that people see that there is almost greater value in purchasing an indie game, as far as maybe, replayability, supporting a smaller company,
Yeah. And then you have small studios like Larian with this Baldur's Gate 3 and just completely knocks it out of the fucking water, and every other big gaming studio is like, don't expect that from us.
Yeah. It's
We
like,
can't give you games that good.
that's sad. And
Yeah.
and that it's not the people who are making the games. That's the sad part, is that it's not the people who are making the games who are making the choices in this. It is the producers of the games. It is the people with the money who are saying,
Sure.
no, we need to push this out at this time, and who cares about your quality? Who cares about this? We're just going to get it out at this time. And those poor people who are making the games have zero say in it.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
But there's also, that exists throughout the entire spectrum, because
Sure.
you have people that do asset flips and shit like that just to make a quick buck, where they just buy shit. You know, they get whatever, pay whatever. You know, to
They
get
put
the
it on
assets.
early access
throw-
on Steam,
Well, not
throw it
early
up there,
access.
and
I'm talking about like they just buy assets. They don't even do anything. They just throw it into a game, throw it out there. People will buy it because it's cheap.
Yeah.
And they make a bunch of money off of it and
Sure.
move on and just do it again. So you're gonna have like the people that are in it for the money at all levels, and it's not gonna be just like big corporations.
sure,
and stuff like that.
I mean, that's why you do your due diligence when you're, when you're looking
people
at a
don't
game.
do due diligence when they look at stuff. They go, "That looks like fun,"
Yeah.
and that's just it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
so-
I have bought some really, really good indie games, and I have enjoyed them immensely.
Yeah.
Like I have been, I mean, I don't have a lot of time to play games, but the ones that I've bought have been short enough where I could dedicate, a day to playing it and gotten through it, and that is one of the things, right, with indie games, obviously, is they're probably going to be on the shorter side because it is a small, team or one person doing it. So, if it's not something like Phasmo, which is just, replayability, over and over and over again with, different things. Like they've done a really good job. Phasmo's done a really good job. I think we have some friends who play it and they just play it all the time.
Yeah, they play that in Labyrinth and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
And for replayability, it seems like it's great because they give them daily things where, that they can, like daily quests essentially that keep getting, shaken up or whatever. Do this, do that. And, you can play it and do those and it's great, or you don't have to, you can do whatever. And I don't know. I think they've been playing it for a long time consistently. So I feel like that speaks to the,
yeah, you get your money's worth.
you get your money's worth out of it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that I wish that people would pay more attention to the actual cost of a game and how much they're actually going to get out of the game.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Versus,
but sometimes you just don't know, because sometimes
Yes.
a game is like they market it in such a way
Really
that,
well.
and then
yeah.
it's like that one game that was supposed to be like this big open world sandbox, ended up being a extraction shooter that was buggy as shit, and then got closed down. I forget what fucking game that was.
Oh, I
That was
don't
like
know what one.
recent.
Oh, that was like that.
Was it Undelivered or some?
I don't know.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah,
Undelivered is
shut-
what they delivered.
Yeah.
But like it like just got shut down. Like that, the studio
Really?
collapsed. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a shit game. It was not what the gameplay they showed wasn't ever in the game. And then all kinds of shit, like enemies will all of a sudden have like heads that were like the size of buildings and shit like that.
That sounds interesting.
I mean, all you gotta do is go back to the days of NBA Jam and you put in the code for big heads.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
interesting. Like, you know?
A little short body with a big head.
Yep, that
Yeah.
sounds funny.
Oh,
Or
I'm
like
sure
the
there are funny
bobbleheads
glitches.
or, you know?
But it's just like the game never delivered on what it promised.
Yeah.
And people pay money for stuff. And this is
Yeah.
why I really am super conservative about what games I will
Yeah,
like do early access for.
yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I had full faith in Baldur's Gate 3
Yeah.
because
How World. You gave me a little bit of a hard time for that one when I did early
yeah,
access
I mean,
on
I'm
that
still
one.
not. Yeah, I did it too. and it's just
It was so funny because like I'm like, yeah, I got Cow World,
and I haven't played it in
and-
like weeks.
and Jim is like, yeah, but that's a timing thing, right? That
No.
is not a. It was fun,
I've
and
had time.
I want to play it. The problem is, I sit down and play it, and I spend the entire day playing it because time just slips away, and I know I can't do that because I have things that I need to accomplish
Yes.
during a day. So if I turn on a game, then that's it. That's what I'm going to be doing for
Yeah.
the day. And I can't do that right now. right?
I'm
I
still
can't
waiting for the
stop
other shoe to
myself.
drop on that
I
one.
can't say I'm only going to play 3 hours and then I'm going to stop for the day, because that alarm is going to go off in that 3 hours and I'm going to be in the middle of something and then I'm going to snooze it. Not snooze it.
10
I'm
more
going to
minutes.
turn it off.
10 more minutes.
10 more minutes.
5 hours
And
later.
then 5 hours later, I will still be playing the game. So I can't even start playing the game.
That's fine. That's fine. It's not a bad game.
No, it was just so funny because like I had gone downstairs and I was like, hey, I just bought Pal World. And Jim's like, why would you do that? It's an early access game. It's, blah, blah, blah. And then, then he comes up a little bit later and he's like,
not that day. It was a while. It was at least a couple of days before I ended up buying it.
He's like, I look over and he's playing Pal World. And I'm like, did you buy Pal World? And he was like, yeah. Like, okay.
I don't know. I like things to like kind of like settle down before you even get into it. Like most things like that are in early access, it's like, I don't know. I'm still kind of like gun shy about it from EverQuest Next, and Landmark.
There are games that I really wanted to play and were in early access, but I held off on them, and I'm kind of glad that I did, right? So there's a game on Steam called Code Spells. Code Spell?
I think I remember that where you can make your own
spells.
Where you
can make your own spells, and you can learn coding at the same time. And I was like, wow, that sounds really, really interesting. I'm really interested. So I, was following it, right? And if you go and look on their Steam page, the project is essentially dead right now. They're not doing anything with it. They, you can still play it and you can still do stuff, but there's not really a whole heck of a lot to do. And they've since migrated it to a different thing that they're using for like a teaching thing or something like that. And I'm like, well, I'm glad I didn't buy it, because I would have that would have been a poor, now I knew it was early access. So, that probably would have been a poor purchase for what I was expecting it to be. Because, they've since changed the focus of it. But that's a case where, I'm glad I didn't.
In all honesty, the way I think early access shit should work is that it should be a percentage of what the final cost of the game is going to be. And then when it goes live, if you want to keep going, you can pay the remaining percentage of it. That way you're not out the full cost of the game. So like if it's like a $60 game, you can pay $15 or $20 for early access. And
I really thought with early access that you got it at a kind of like, you got in at the ground level. It's kind of like a Kickstarter, right? Where you get in at
not necessarily.
You didn't with Baldur's Gate because they knew that was going to be.
Yes.
The problem is there's not a standard set to it. And so it's wild, wild west in terms of like
it's what everybody
is.
But but I don't think you can put it on Steam for early access for cost and then change the cost of it when it goes live.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't think you can, but I think that it should be more.
I would they should definitely support like pre-orders that way. Then.
Yeah. I agree.
Like you can kind of put in like what do they call that shit?
Like a down payment type.
Yeah, like a down payment, but that's like what the fuck is that even called? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Not a down payment, but like a security payment, like a security deposit type thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, make it a percentage of it. It's like, and that gives you the access to like the
security deposit.
Yeah,
it's security for you from them.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just like, it is early access. It's not a full game. You shouldn't pay full game price for a game that's not full and stuff like that. But you are giving, whatever. And then when the game goes live, if it's a $40 game and you put a $20 security deposit, now you just like, if you want the full game, you pay the extra $20, or maybe they could do a discount thing, or you can get a little bit bonus for being like a early access thing. Sometimes you'll get that, but I don't know. I feel that would be a bit more palatable because then you're not out the full thing. Because like the EverQuest Next, like huge package or whatever, was like $100 or whatever, and that was a big game studio.
Yeah,
that was fucking Sony.
Yeah,
SOE, Sony Online Entertainment, that then
Yeah,
went
that was
defunct
just
and all that stuff. And then
so
it just
bad.
fucking went away. And it was just like, you got screwed because Landmark didn't even stick around.
Yeah.
You know, that was like supposed to be like the building game. That was like the sandbox. You know, there's like their Minecraft thing with all their voxels and shit. And it was just like, bought into the fucking hype. So anytime anything like that comes up, I'm just like super leery about it. Because
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't trust it. You know,
That
unless I
makes
know the studio, because like Larian, I've been following them since like they did all that shit with Divinity Original Sin 2 and all that stuff. So when like, they started doing their stuff for Baldur's Gate 3, I was like, okay, I know they're gonna knock it out of the fucking park because I like their games, I like the way they do their shit, and I have faith in them because they have not done anything to destroy that faith like other companies have. So,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
all
What
right,
you said. Yeah.
and we're gonna end it on a positive note.
Oh.
Faith in Larian. Yeah, no more bitching.
The Larian standard.
I
That's what they
love
should
how
call
this is
it.
a Blizzard podcast, but we're going to end it on a positive note. Faith in Larian.
They could learn from them. They could
They
learn from the
could.
Larian standard.
Hey, Larian Wren, right? Oh, that's Varian.
Varian's dead.
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
Rip Legion.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening. It's been fun. You can check us out at our website, serverrestartn.com, and we will catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.